Gentlemen in the mix. Hello, traders. Welcome to the Friday stream. Here a little early. For some history, Dow Jones Industrial Average all-time highs closed at 37,309. So there it is. Amazing, man. Like, what a comeback. Seemed just so weak, so bad, but just only higher lows. So a fib extension. What's a 1272? 39,186. If this was like, there'll be a pullback, you'd think. I mean, just, there's so many levels where it could be back tested 36.9, 36.5, or the bigger zone, which is like 35.6. You'd think a pullback in the coming weeks could occur. Just right, the market participants love reconfirming areas as support if it was resistance before. So just cool to see. S&P did not do that. NASDAQ did not do that. IWM did not do that. So this is the only index fund that made all-time highs this week. So rejoice. Very cool. All right, so that's just like the biggest thing. So we can go back to Bitcoin, and we're looking at it. The buyers are really trying here. You don't know. Like, you don't know. We never act like we know if they're gonna defend it all the way. Even yesterday, I mean, it's formal. It's still ongoing, I guess. Right? The breakout, then the formal back test. It occurred, is still occurring because they just keep testing it, and it may fail. But if it succeeds and there's follow through, mother of God, we are going so much higher. It's just a huge if, man. There's absorption going on. You just don't know which way the absorption's going. Now, the fact that we're above the level and they've been trying to hold it, you'd think could be absorption of the remaining supply here before going higher, but you just don't know. It could be absorbing remaining demand here before marking down, but there's no value certainly at all. You're paying stupid premium for Bitcoin, but the technicals, they are technically defending one of the most important levels that exist on the Bitcoin chart right now, and it just goes back right here. Greater part of 4 or 5 days now you've been trying to hold it. And again, just beating a dead horse. It's been resistance first time. It was resistance again in May of 2021, June 2021. It was resistance July 2021. But then eventually it was finally broken in August of 2021 and then back tested. And look how many days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. About 6 different days over the course of 8 days, 9 days, that it was touched and tested before buyers really came in on October or September 30th. Then October 1st, that's when things just went nuts. An all-time high, 69K. So it's been support before. It's been a resistance before. This is just, it's so important of a level, and I'm just going to keep talking about it till the sellers take out the demand at this level and we break downward, or if there's so much overwhelming demand, buyers are just absorbing the remaining supply here before a huge pivot and then follow through. An impulse candle would propagate us to 44.4, 45.5, and then 48.6 for the 618. And then if you're talking about big inflection points, I mean, you're talking about 58K up there. So that's just what's ongoing. Someone could strategize if they wanted to. It's just kind of, it's always weird when you're a swing trader and you're like, I'm going to take a fresh long on an asset that went up 60% in 60 days. It's just tough, man, because, buy low, sell high. It's always like a foundational pillar for traders, right? I mean, it's a cliche that everyone, even if you're a noob, you've heard that buy low, sell high. And this is not buying low by any means. What's up, Tech G? Isn't that P09? Is it just you change your name? What? I'm Tech G. What's up, dude? Yeah, it certainly is.
This is an interesting dynamic shift from the 2020-21 cycle where Nasdaq made out first and Dow/RUT last. Now in 2023 it's Dow leading the way.
Air and the money got deflated from all these zero interest rate scrubs, right? I mean, talking about 2021, that was when, oh man, if you're scamming, you're on top of the world. You're in Forbes magazine on the cover. If you're a scammer in the stock market or the crypto market 2021, you're it, man. This is your pinnacle. This is when you're at in Goodfellas, when you're at the dinner with Joe Pesci and you're like hitting, you know, the GM of the restaurant over the head with the champagne glass. I mean, that's where you're at. So yeah, completely different dynamic now. But at this time, it's funny you say that because now you're starting to see a rotation from the Magnificent Seven back into all these lesser thans, all these other stocks that had been kind of just meh afterthoughts. Rotations happening. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, just going live a little early because just, right, I mean, it's now formally the weekend on the stock market and I guess crypto too. Less than 3 hours till the daily close on Bitcoin, and this is what it would look like if all stayed the same. But you just got to be somewhat cautiously optimistic if the buyers keep defending 42K, 40K. I mean, you know what can happen if it's real, and this isn't some just absorption period that's going on, absorption of the demand before a markdown, which it's really hard to know in this situation. Okay, so that's your Bitcoin, and I mean it's pretty quiet on the crypto front today. Monero back up like 2%. Storage is up 12.6%. You know, and that's about. I mean, IMX just won't stop, can't stop. IOTA jokes up. ICP is up 17%, and then you got FTM, FIL up marginally, a couple percentage points. AVAX is up, and Lind is up 4.7%. Well, Lind broke out. Lind had broken out. Yeah, I get it, man. Right, I get it. I don't care. It was higher risk up here after that run. The lower and closer you are to inflection points is always going to be the best entry. I don't care if it goes higher. Yeah, but what happened in the end? A low, then this higher low gets put in. And yesterday you have this huge impulse, and it's almost like a local confirmation low accumulation more than before with maybe RSI hidden divergence, and now like the breakout is unfolding. I mean, I think you're at 112. This is about it. You're almost gone now. Like if you break 112 on Lind, 186 for some overhead resistance there, 169, you know, for the memes. This is like, okay, a descending triangle that broke upward. Yeah, descending triangles that make, when they develop at a 98% retrace from the 2020 lows. Yeah, man, like the downside is going to be limited, and it could very well break upward, not down. Because, you know, people would think just inherently descending triangles are bearish. Terrible context for a distribution pattern. 98% retrace, man. They defended it over and over and over, and then you got this M shape at the end. It's pretty cool. But I mean, really, this was like an M shape too, kind of, with this being a type 2. M shapes within M shapes on Lind. So just know, breakout watch. If you haven't already broken out, a slightly higher low is like a subtle sign of strength, right? It's like, what? They're accumulating still up here at resistance. Oh my God, they're FOMOing. And so if you break this 112 level, like with some follow through, Lind 66% upside here on the cusp. And now it is, man. I know, I get it. There was bearish divergence there, certainly. But if you're witnessing very real, discernible bearish divergence at resistance, and it just fails, that should tell you something about the market. Who's in control of this asset? Seems like maybe the buyers are in control. Of bearish divergence is just completely disregarded, doesn't even perform. Yeah. All right. Big deal on Lind. Pay attention. I'm going to have alerts set around 115 again if we hear that beep. I mean, that's an ongoing breakout attempt. Oh, HNT, the weird zombie miner thing. Cool. Still got One, it's not hooked up, but it's still in my closet here. H&T, man. I wonder, you know, we just stopped looking at it because we just knew, like, hey, CoffeeZilla makes a video on it. I mean, and there's all this evidence that it's a scam. I mean, I get it, man. We're going to be like, we're almost like here, don't ask, don't tell policy. Okay, we don't know if BAT or Bitcoin Cash or Algo, we don't know if Lind is a scam per se. We really don't. There's no evidence of it. But if CoffeeZilla's coming out with a video about Lind being a scam, and there's just insurmountable data that would you know, prove him to be correct in his assessment of it being a scam, then, you know, that's when I'm like, all right, I'm just not gonna look at that crap anymore. It's fine. I don't really care what happens. I'm just gonna look at things that aren't confirmed scams, you know. So H&T happened to be that, so I just don't care. I think it was my watch list a long time ago. Whew. So I guess we can go to Ethereum. It's down 3% today. Good. Yep, just flopping, falling flat on its face. With Bitcoin pulling back, right? Bitcoin goes down 2%, Ethereum goes down 3%. Yeah, I mean, it's still fine though, right? I mean, that was, if this is a pivot, that'd be the highest low we've seen of the entire year 2023. So you're just an ongoing attempted rally and just a down day today because Bitcoin being down. All right, not really a big deal. We want to look at Ethereum to Bitcoin, just keep monitoring it because we know there are things that have to happen for it to become a king. It's not done that yet. We got to see it get back above 5.6 million sats. And until then, I just don't, it's just a loser. It's a bearish breakdown confirmed with back tests. Until that's broken, until buyers recapture that, you have to say Vitalik and Ethereum are losers compared to Bitcoin, because this is Ethereum to Bitcoin. And a very real Wyckoff distribution schematic that could very well be now in phase E. But in order for phase E to really be real, again, the follow through has to happen. The impulse candles down have to occur, and they haven't yet. So we're not here acting like, oh, we know where it's going next. We just understand if we start seeing a major markdown in Ethereum to Bitcoin, most likely it is the markdown phase in phase E. But we do know that a failure could, look, right? It's a low to high here. It's like a 98% retrace. We know what happens there. When there's just not enough supply, not enough asks, the buyers can recapture levels. And then I'll be here to tell you about the classic head fake that occurred, but it hasn't happened yet. So we're waiting. An audio check. Can we get an audio check? So, all right. So Ethereum, and then we can look at XRP, I guess, right? Whatever. Not really. It's fine. XRP is fine, right? It really is. It could be like literally, if like this was it, and XRP bids started, the bids started coming in, the market participants started buying more XRP right now, they would be like confirming the highest low of the entire rally, you know, like where you bottomed out in December 2022. In the whole year, it's been more than before. You know, this is fake news, pumps and dumps. Don't worry, act like that doesn't even exist. You just cut that out. You understand that this is the highest high besides fake news. It could be a lower high getting put in, not really concerning until you start putting in lower lows. And you haven't yet. I mean, this peak from March 2023 of this year, earlier this year, you're still above that, and one low could be a second low developing. It's not like, it's kind of, yeah, meh right now, but because it's just, man, you can't get ahead on XRP. You just like, you hold it a whole year. What is it up since, I don't know, since its first higher low, maybe, because I guess we could consider these higher lows because this is the lowest low and these are the higher lows, confirmation low. Just say like right here. I mean, it's up 85% in 343 days. That's not really good compared to Bitcoin, right? So 343 days, it's up 85%. And then because Bitcoin itself is up 60% in 60 days alone, you know. So you go back just to March 9th, that's about the same time where XRP, right, where I measured in March, and Bitcoin is up 111%. So it is outperforming in the same amount of time. I think Bitcoin is outperforming XRP to the US dollar. So that's why I'm like, nah, okay. BNB is down. Can't break resistance, man. It can't do it. Not yet, anyway. Not yet. All right, you just got that zone there, man. Supply exists at 250, 256. And on a bad macro day, there's no way it's breaking.
Julian and Ricky are looking for my kitty win partner.
So Cactus. Win partner? Good question, man. I don't know. Here we are. We're at 84,150. 100,000 gets us to partner. So that's how far. 1 bit equals 110 geotoken equals 1 rep. I don't know what that means really, but okay. So 84,000, and we need 100,000. Got it. So there you have it. I mean, like if Bitcoin, so you think about it, if Bitcoin really was, if the buyers were truly back testing 42K and reconfirming it as support, and it's not a joke, and we pulled some sort of move that happened in September of 2021, I mean, you could almost bank on BNB eventually going to $300. So we're just monitoring the levels, and no level broken yet. But kind of promising, because momentum has shifted back into the hands of the buyers. And this is the stuff, this is exactly what you want to see on Ethereum to Bitcoin. So Ethereum to Bitcoin is like right here. You get it trading below the range bottom. It is trading below it. But they've done nothing so far. There's been no markdown. There's been no follow through. So therefore the breakdown's real, but it's not really real. So the buyers could reassume control. This is what you want to see. You want to see Ethereum buyers take this, recapture this level, the bottom of the trading range, and then reconfirm its validity as support. That's a lot. That takes a long time, man. I mean, like a decent amount of time, you know. So like from being broken down as a loser, and then the buyers recapture it, and then the formal bullish back test, it took 45 days. I mean, so that's time, man. 6 weeks. But yeah, you're in really good shape when a price on any asset does something like this. So I definitely have cautious optimism about BNB maybe going to the top of the range again. What is this, fidget spinners? I don't know what XRP's monthly token release make. What? I'm confused with the question. Okay, so XRP, BNB, we looked at the big four. We look at total, that, you know, nothing really to update. Jonathan, did you have a good week, man? How do you feel about the Dow Jones Industrial Average all-time highs?
I like turtles.
Thank you, dude.
Gabago, over here.
So the hard target, still 1.72, 1.78 trillion, man. I just think that's it. I mean, that's the big overhead resistance. It's the only one now. I mean, that's it. X marks the spot. Just like 1.13 or 1.2. X marked the spot. And that was literally it. Look, X marked the spot of 761 to 800 billion. They're just levels, okay? And you're not at the next level. You're on the way, and it takes time to get there. So let's just say sooner rather than later, we were to see 1.72 to 1.78 trillion. Imagine where Bitcoin is. Bitcoin is most likely at probably over $45,000, probably getting closer to that 48,600, which is the 618, the golden retrace. 48.6, I think would safely we would be at 1.72 because all the altcoins would be up too. They'd be riding the coattails of Bitcoin. Anything happening on Bitcoin dominance? I don't think so. No, just kind of the same as yesterday. Nothing. All right, so if you want to see something that doesn't stop since it got going, AVAX is like breaking out right now, and you know, having the level kind of plotted here as resistance support in 2021. You think that if they're gonna push it to the next level, you got like $59 to $60 target up there. Way higher. It's just, man, how can you have confidence that that's going to happen based on what happened before? Like, good God, it's like no stopping, no breaks, but breaking out. It's kind of like reminding me of Sol a little bit. Just can't be stopped, and is now like trading above maybe a key level, and it's up almost 6%. So have your alert set up around $43 if you want to hear 52-week highs. Is it 50? Yeah. We're talking about 18-month highs. You're already at it right now as I'm speaking to you. But as you can see right here, it's just an area with just limited liquidity. There's just not going to be a general consensus area where multiple market participants will be selling their positions. So could be another stupid 43% upside in no time. My God, at this pace, why not? Oh, dude, I don't know, man. I don't know who's buying. They just keep doing it, though. It's probably the composite man trying to, I mean, these markups, they just keep buying, and stuff like this creates mania, creates buzz, and that's how he gets the exit liquidity he covets, he needs. By creating massive markups in a short period of time. So, if you didn't hear about AVAX, the noobs, the people, it will make its rounds around the internet, okay? FIL's up today a little bit. They're real, dude. This is amazing. This is so good. Yeah, it's like, oh, it could be confirming a top, and it could be a bearish dragon. There's bearish divergence. But now look what they're doing. They're like showing their hand, possibly. Okay, they're possibly showing that more than before, and now we got ourselves like a potential like ascending triangle-esque structure here, reaccumulation. When it looked like, oh man, it's setting up maybe for way lower prices. Too much demand, so much demand that the sellers couldn't even take the prices lower than the low from November 30th, and especially the one from November 21st. So you're just seeing tremendous sign of strength locally and lately. And forget the wicks, just look at the candle closes to really see. Look at that. So the candle close, right? That's exactly where traders settled up the next time it was tested. So everything above it's just noise, and that's just kind of what you might have going on here. So again, remember, above $4.99, $5, not like, see, they were up thrusting. They weren't really, they were breaking the price out aggressively. It was starting to get way beyond that level, but they tamed it and pulled it back. But above $5 is the breakout level, despite, you know, how high this thing went to $5.65. $5 is the level. Look left and understand how real it is. So if they ever get the price back above the level after showing that there are more than before, just it's reaccumulation. So someone who bought down here could be continuing to buy because we understand, as a harmonic trader, we know like 758's the target, 950's the target. Not here, $5. I mean, that can be a conservative take profit at $3. And they did take profit there. Just understand, like, if this plays out right by the book to the most aggressive targets, you're talking about file has 53 to 90% upside just to see the top with harmonic. We're not even talking about extensions here. 1272, a bonus, extremely aggressive target from where we are. A 1272, I mean, that takes you up over double your value, 127% upside. So you just pay attention to the strength occurring on FIL, and we're about 5 cents away from that breakout, and you will probably be surprised the pace at which this runs to not just make 52-week highs, or at least the highest highs we've seen since April, but 630. And then if they break 630, you will probably be surprised how fast we see 758 and 950. So just patience. The only people that win, when we identify daily, weekly structures, 300 to 500 days large, the only people that win are the patient ones. The impatient will try to find something and make money now. I got to have my money now. I got, right, any altcoin you bought in at the type 2 return, you're up 50 to 200% depending on what you bought, and you're still up, and they're still consolidating these prices at the next levels. And so you've had to wait. Maybe in your position you haven't made any money in a month now. Like you made your money on the way up, and then if you take profit and then you're still in it, nothing's happened in a month. You're kind of breaking even. But if you wait, if you're patient, you can understand that this is a bottoming structure of an entire cycle. The downtrend, this is what it looks like before major markups. All I can do is tell you, man. Okay. ICP, let's go to it now. It's up 20%. Inverse good. It's bruh. Yeah, man. So kind of broke a 1, 2. I had the candle close, wick. It kind of had the most touches. So sometimes these channels, you just try to what makes the most sense to me. I'm not trading it. I'm just trying to what's a downtrend, right? So even if you adjust it here for the top like that, you've still broken out no matter what. So the target's 928 to 981. As you can see clearly, without a shadow of a doubt, the next big level. Yeah, you got 830.
Hey Mitch, can we check IC No Lies P?
Is this okay?
Coinbase, please. Thank you, sir.
I mean, I'm looking at
Swifty
the Binance
out.
chart. Is this okay? Let me know. This is just Anthony, where I have my stuff plotted. Is this cool? Or do I need to, if you just tell me if you want me to go to Coinbase right now, I can. He's cool. All right. Thank you, dude. So yeah, we have a clean breakout, and I mean, just you'd think that 825, but then 930 to 980. If that ever broke, well, then you have an easy 1450 target or so. 1466. You go to the weekly on this, and you understand what's really going on. It could be just this double bottom, a lower low, double bottom. It's a pretty beautiful channel like this on the weekly, right? Yeah, I love it. But you just say, all right, it was 1, and then of course it was 2. Right? What do they do? What do these these operators, what do they do, man? Well, they want to get a lot, so they will break the support because they know many people have stop losses set up marginally below this level. So they broke it, and they had it broken below that level for over a month before the buyers recaptured it. So these guys will push the price to trigger these stop losses, and that's what gives them the liquidity they need. They need those orders. That's where they want it. And then the rally, right, occurs after. There was no spring back test this time, and that will occur. That can occur. So you just understand what happens, right? Just because you had a confirmed bearish breakdown, but there was never follow through. That's why we're monitoring Ethereum to Bitcoin the way we are, because if there's no follow through, it's broken down, but it's not really confirmed until we see those impulse candles down. So there was never an impulse candle down. In fact, there was a bullish engulfing candle that began the reversal, right? A weekly bullish engulfing candle in late September. And then since then, moon. So just understand why false bearish breakdowns happen, because it supplies the composite operator with the liquidity he needs, with the shares or coins he needs to have a big enough position to make the money he wants, right? So there you have it. Beautiful on ICP. False bearish breakdowns have consequences. That's why that's a thing here. That's why I say it. Okay. Keeps going. It's up about 20%. Very nice. And there are going to be many others besides this one that'll do the same thing. IOTA already did it, right? But I'm telling you, like, there are others that will do it too. As you can see, IOTA had its downtrend, descending triangle broke upward, and then here it was, man. You were out, and then you ran up to a key inflection point, pulled back, but now you're pivoting, and now maybe a little hidden bullish divergence. But only off of that are you testing another resistance that goes back to 2019. Yeah, but the big one's 37 cents. Yeah. So there are others that have not played out like this yet, but they will. You just don't know what day. It's the ICP day. It was the IOTA day on, like November 29th and December 2nd, Ethereum Classic had a day, kind of. Not really. Not like that. Descending triangle broke upward, and they can't break resistance. It's ridiculous. But I think once they do, though, like, I mean, I've said this since we were testing it in January. So if the buyers are ever able, if they ever, summon enough courage and stones to break 2450, easy $40 target. I just don't know how much older we'll be, or if they'll ever do it. Based on kind of what's happening now, you think it would probably happen. And if it does, please understand Ethereum Classic could go up 65% in a matter of a couple days. Because when this level is really broken, that's exactly what happens every time. Like, there's no time spent once it breaks. Once it's broken, I mean, back here, it was literally 2 days in April 2021. Once they got it going on defending the level, I mean, it was literally like 2-3 days, and it saw $40 in that short period of time. Look what happened when they actually broke it. They even back tested the level as support in July of 2022 before in 2 days pushed the price up 60%. You get talking about Ethereum Classic has a trend where if the buyers truly break 2450, you have a 60% markup in 2 to 3 days. So I would not be surprised if it happened again, but they've got to break it, and they haven't. So much supply at 2250 to 2460. Good God. Grandman, that was Driving Song by Widespread Panic. Okay. All right, so if we want to, I was looking at crypto, whatever, we can look at the S&P 500. Let's look at it, the spider. Yeah, there was certainly some sort of like bearish abandoned baby going on, shooting star, evening star stuff up there. I mean, that's like a Japanese candlestick reversal, and it was confirmed today. And guess what? All this happened at a pretty real level from November 2021. Where when they tested that and it reversed, I mean, you got as low as 449. So that's definitely like a confirmed reversal candle on the daily at an inflection point. So make of that what you will. Can't be surprised if a pullback and a back test of 458, 454 occurred. I mean, this has been a straight line up. It's almost been like the Bitcoin chart, to a lesser degree. It's 16% in 48 days on an index fund, 500 stocks. That's crazy. So you very rarely will get moves like this. So but we'll see. We'll see. I'll believe it when I see it. But that is like a reversal candle on the daily at inflection point. I'm just telling you. Like, they broke it out, and then today it gapped down, and it's closed below that level. So trail. And then, you know, you're always in the, when it looks starting to look like it, right? A couple more days of positive momentum waning like this, you could say the maturation of classic bearish divergence. So there you go. Very extended. NASDAQ closed at its highest levels since the date of January 14th, 2022. So that's you know, the highest level we've seen in a year plus, and no Japanese candlestick reversal on this one. Nah, not really. I mean, you know, if it was yesterday, there was no follow through. There was no confirmation candle today. So just kind of killing it and broken out. I mean, maybe 14.9, but probably 15.4. And if you want an 886, you got it. It's the dragon. It's the biggest dragon I've ever seen. Wow, the divergence there too, man. It's crazy. Okay. If you want a dragon, I'm sorry, not a dragon. We have the dragon. The dragon is killing it right now, destroying the land. 886 takes you to 15.5, kind of confluent with that August 2021 peak. And so there's some more upside here before we go to that very, very real historical reaction level, 886. IWM, you know, gapped up yesterday and just kind of flat today. So that gap, you think that's gonna fill soon, right? We're at resistance now. Like you're at, look, you know, like it's like a little zone here. So you're just, okay, you're at the top of a range. The IWM has really been confined in since August 16th of 2022. So over a year. You're there. I mean, that's high risk area. I get it though, you know, like whatever, up and down. Just think about like just 15 months, right? 15 months stuck in this range between 160 and 200. Yikes, man. That's it. Golds, you know, nice and golden candle a couple days ago, but you know, you're very close to all-time highs. You're very elevated, but you haven't tested yet. You think we might go test it again? There is some real bearish divergence, but the bearish divergence is like performed terribly. I mean, that was, if that's it, buyers own this. Buyers are in complete control here in Moon soon. If that's like such powerful looking bearish divergence in the MACD histogram at all-time highs, and all the sellers could do is just push this price down to make some like local high or low where there's so much demand that the sellers couldn't even test the 200 moving average again. Like, okay, sure, it's really bearish, man. Not right now. Like everything's kind of fine on gold for now. Hidden bullish divergence, Larry, on the RSI. Like a low, then a higher low here.
Can we check out AMZN? Thanks.
What's up, Jake? So yeah, that's gold, and then silver. Not as pretty at all. Not like, you know, but it's still like, again, what we're thinking is classic accumulation. Look what they did again. Oh my God, they did it, man. I was like, oh no, we're about to take out the 200 week. We're breaking below the 200 week early this week. And look, they've defended it. They defended 2290 and the 200 week moving average. You still have this structure, you know, the third low, 3 rising valleys, not like perfect, but it's still very real. And if gold looks the way it does and it actually breaks above 2075 and we go into like price discovery, you know silver is going to 26.18 and then going to head to 30 and then break 30 and then head to 34.35. So I think you could still remain cautiously optimistic here on silver. Thank you, Jake. Yeah, we'll do it, man. Amazon. Proton. Oh my God, dude. That's the thing about these S coins, man. Like they can't go, they don't go bankrupt. They just like float on. They stay live on a couple exchanges and they don't do anything. And 3 people trade them every day and they exist forever. Not like Enron. We're just delisting them. Nah, dude. Shoot, BitConnect's probably trading out there somewhere. Hookah Fish, I think Peter Schiff would say the same thing about Bitcoin. Amazing how gold is at near or at all-time highs, but Bitcoin isn't even. Therefore, it's a joke, right? Oh. That's a lot of yellow on my chat. Whoa.
Can you please check my favorite S coin? Smiley face. Proton XPR, thanks.
Yeah, Ricky Bobby, thank you, dude.
The rest for Amazon.
Amazon, highest weekly candle close.
Can you please take a look at WU? It's up 75% in the last 7 days after breaking out of a huge accumulation range.
Thank you, Ryan. Amazon highest weekly candle close since April of 2022. So we're talking like 18, 19-month highs now, right? Incredible. 144, a key level from history that was once support, resistance, is now being confirmed as support again. It for a month now, tested for each week, the past 4 weeks. Successfully back tested as support. So what will the consequences of this be? Well, you can't really be that surprised if we at least see a run up to 162.70, which 164. 164. Wait a second. Isn't that like the exit of the trade setup that was posted? I believe it is. The entry was right here. The piercing line reversal at the key inflection point from years ago. I mean, it's like you can't make up how freaking brilliant it was in terms of not like me having the idea, just literally like applying the traditional technical analysis that I've learned from really smart people, right? Applying that here. So highest daily candle close in like 18 months too. Wow, so like a Jesus chimes for Amazon. There you go, man. So that's a big deal on the weekly right there. You saw it, yeah? And we can just look at it again, revisit it, because it's on the way. It's not, you know, complete yet. I'm gonna do that. Click on something, it just doesn't go there. So, right, this was back in May, man. May. You can be patient. Like, I can only... You can't be successful the way I teach, like trading and technical analysis and risk management. It only works if you're patient. Like, I'm not a day trader. I've never said I was a day trader. I'm a swing trader, position trader. Okay, so May 9th, the piercing line reversal happened. That was the trigger. It was at support. You get it. The thought process, the momentum shift. The buyers had reassumed control of this market. In my opinion, they had recaptured the ice line and they confirmed it. I think it's low risk there. That's just my opinion on what I've learned. Okay. And since then, you know, right? Here we are, right? 1 and 2, the second target finally formally got tested in September. And then you had this big correction, but then it didn't matter because there was just more than before. And now we're running. And now you, again, 18-month highs today. And you have a third target of my 1272, 164. So based on looking left, 164, that's right around a level where you can see like at a candle open, a couple reversal points there, minor ones. But yeah, I use Fibonacci. I use this high to low. It's a Fibonacci. So that's your Amazon. I mean, rejoice. Up almost 2% today. And broken out and has back tested another breakout level as support. So if it's real and we catch follow through, impulse, again, the 160s to 170s next. We'll see. Some bullish convergence. Crazy, man. There you go, Chargers. Elemental P, man. All day. Hold on now. I'm trying to pull up my stream elements on mobile because it doesn't work. Amazon, and then we looked at ICP already. All right, Proton for Ricky Bobby. Oh God, here we go. Here we go. I guess KuCoin. Why request this, man? I just don't know why you would. Like, for real, dude. Like, why? Looks like the Hindenburg. Oh my God. He's like, dude, do you see the golden cross coming? There's the golden cross. Like, sometimes you can just eyeball it. It's the golden cross. It happened like a few days ago. You're above the moving average. When's the last time you were above the 50 and the 200 at the same time for like 2 a day in February? That's it. And then before that, when's the last time you were above the 200 and the 50 at the same time? Never. So isn't that crazy? Good God, what a loser. For the first time in XPR's history, it is trading above the 50 and the 200-day simple moving average for real, not Rudy Poo one time. Okay, but it doesn't, it's still a loser. Its trend is still garbage. The things it would have to do to become an uptrend is insurmountable. Like, it would have to do crazy things. You know, if you wanted to feel a little better about this loser, oh my God, it's so bad, dude. Yeah, I'd rather have XRP all day over XPR. Okay, let's recapture 1.2 tenths of 1 penny. Did you hear that? 1/10 of 1 penny. You know how worthless this crap is? Down 8.3% today. I can't even tell. So you get above that, they back test it, then we might have something to work with. But for now, how do you manage your risk here? Like, what do you do? Are they trying to do this? Wow, there's this level that was like one time it was a support because you know, and then they're back testing it. Okay, stop loss below all the moving averages and let it run. I don't know, man. It's garbage. I mean, maybe there's like a deep crab. Yeah, it looks like a bullish deep crab. God, I can't even believe there's a pattern here. Look, a bullish, like you see an 886 on B, lower high on C, then a 1618 on D. My God, it was close. They got it to, so 1618 would be like right here. So it didn't quite make it. It made it's like a 150% retrace. So it's deep crab. So it's red, right? Because it's a deep crab. And then like my just standard bullish bearish crab patterns would be blue because there are blue crabs. So there you go. It's like a completed harmonic. Unreal. You know, 200% retrace from the B to D. That's where you go low to high here to get that number. So okay, there you go. Proton torpedoes. Type 1 return though. You know, the only way, like, let's do this. Give me that, and then we're in business. Then we're cool, man. Because look, you look at that, and then we can just go back to KSM back in January, and it's the same type of trade. right? Where you have the extension pattern, the type 1, the type 2 with the bullish divergence. But on XPR, it would always be inferior even to this trade setup, because this was happening at the most ungodly level ever. It was at an old all-time low. There is no like all-time lows every day on XPR every day for like a year and a half. So it's just like, if you, again, you're looking for the harmonic framework, it's type 1 still, and it's reacting off that. It's just no, dude, just no. I'm trying to like salvage the request into something that could be positive for someone watching the stream in terms of just like reinforcing harmonic stuff, or, you know, like literally when someone gives me a setup like Ricky Bobby just did, I try to treat that kind of like I was just given lemons. All right, I'm gonna try to make some lemonade now. I'm gonna give it my shot. Oh my God, dude, do you hear this? Lady's screaming, dude. Let's just get off that. I've been live about an hour now anyway, so. Okay. Let's, Wu-Tang! Let's go to Wu-Tang. Wow, dude, yeah, freaking gone. Here's Wu-Tang. Yeah, someone requested this like yesterday or 2 days ago or something. Yeah, above 24 cents. That's a big level. Burp, straight up. And now you're breaking another one. You're breaking with some other kind of level here. It's just like a swing low, swing high right there. It's not big. I mean, like, you know. What's that candle high close right there? You got these touches too. And 20. I mean, so 52 cents from here would be next on deck. 52, then 65. That's it. What do you want me to do? But yeah, a bottoming base that had gone on, I mean, all the way up 550 days or so. Yep. It'd be like that. So the patient man wins. That's why I'm saying, like, if you're in file or Matic or H-bar or any other of the select ones that we look at and we like, right? Technically with the harmonics, that's why it's like you wait. You gotta wait, because you'll get these impulse candles most likely, but you have to sit in them for weeks, because you can't predict when the day is gonna come that the Jesus candle occurs. Hold on, sorry. Thank you, Cactus Leo. See what you said. GXLM. Okay. Wu-Tang! That's it. We can just look at the levels. There's no actionable trade or anything. It's just mooning. Because the composite operator finally got all he needed. Now he's marking it up. Or there's just no more supply. So this is the Grayscale Stellar Lumens Trust. Okay, gotcha. The GXLM. Wow. Yeah, it looks great. Actually looks pretty solid here. It's like we got some sort of backup, or I don't know. You're not above the level though. You want to see the price get back above 27.20. They're trying. They're trying so freaking hard, man. It's almost like it's kind of neutral, but I mean, I think after such a move like this, that's like a freaking bat pattern Gartley right there, you know? Look at this. Yes. Yeah, man, that's like a Gartley, like a straight up Gartley. Yeah, we got ourselves a Gartley here, man. It's the Gartley, and then you have like a reaction and possibly reversal. Like there could be so much demand on this that the type 2 is just so much higher. Or type 1 could be type 2. That would be nuts. I mean, that'd be crazy. So you know, like the big levels, I guess we would plot this too, because it's a swing low back from 2021, but then was regarded as resistance again in September. So I think it's like this big zone that you have not yet broken, but I think if it does break, serious consequence. I mean, like back to A and C. Talking about these would be like the targets if you could break. I mean, that's it. $52 target easily so what could be ongoing, right? Absorption of supply here. Like, whoa. We don't have near enough of what we need. Dump it. Okay, break it back below that support. All right, let's start accumulating now. Oh, 78% sale on an asset we already like and want more of. Okay, and then they're just letting it stay, below the level, because we know above the level there's very little to no supply. So they could be suppressing this price, trying to accumulate more. And then eventually you'll run out of supply again, and you'll get the same type of outcome when it breaks 32.35, and then it could be even more violent, more insane, and eventually end up at all-time highs. I'm not kidding. Which is way up here, $83. So just pay attention to someone out there is accumulating, and they're not stopping. They're more than before. Doesn't matter about that. You just higher low, 786. Then a higher low than the 786. I would not sleep on GXLM. Someone's doing something, okay? They are doing something right now. Ooh, what I like about this D point, look at this swing low from the beginning of 2022. Look at this. I mean, it was pretty much formally back tested as support in the 200-day moving average as well. Like, someone's accumulating, okay? We look at like crap, like things that pump randomly, like IOTA. There was no one accumulating for months on something like IOTA. They might have, the selling subsided, and someone just bought a low floater, and this caused a huge markup. But this one, and then like even ICP itself, like no one was accumulating ICP. They just bought after stopping everyone out. You're getting just a violent move up. So those are the ones I like. The ones like GXLM or whatever we just looked at, where there's evidence of a composite operator accumulating. He has an ongoing buying campaign, and I want to ride the coattails of those. I want to ride the coattails of somebody that we can see. Oh, look at the pattern they've constructed. It's already an uptrend, just corrected more than before. Oh my God, a bullish back test? What? This is Gato, it's just silver miner. Guess what, man? I know it's forever. And this isn't really the greatest one either, like SVM, but it's like what we know well. The weekly, like these two lows are higher than this low. It's a completed M shape, and it's all happening at this unbelievable level. You understand the upside takes you to 590. That means like a pretty much 100% upside on this asset. Yeah, 112% upside. This is one of the most textbook looking M shapes type 2s I've ever seen. Like, it's unbelievable, and it hasn't even really gone anywhere because this is the weekly time scale. You know the size of this bottoming structure is from the X point to the type 2 return completion. How about 1,350 days? It's the size of a planet. It's massive. What's up, Rishi? That was the last request we had before this one, so I think. Yeah, Cactus Leo, you get it, right? More than before, Gartley completed, kind of a higher low type 2 possibly, and just absorption of the remaining supply at this level. It's maybe the composite man himself just trying to get as much as he can before there is no more supply, and then we break that level and see immediate impulses to the harmonic top.
Thanks always for the valuable education. Do you see a large multi-year bearish bat on BTC on the 2D? If so, where do you see it headed?
Bat on Bitcoin on 2A. I don't know. We'll look it up right now. Why not? Okay, Bitcoin, US dollar. What was I looking at? Just gonna go to this one where there's no data. I don't have anything on it. I like that clean slate. So he wants to see Bitcoin on the 2-day, and he's like, it's a a multi-year bearish bat on the 2-day. Multi-year bearish bat. Oh, this is what he's talking about, I think. Maybe. Talking about here to here to where though? Here. Yeah, that meets it. That's 60% right there. That's too shallow though. You know, is that what you're talking about? Like there was never a retrace deep enough, was there? Even here? There you go. That would work. That would meet the criteria. You got 50% on B, higher low on C, that it's a 38% retrace, so that's valid. And then he's talking about probably right here, the 886. Is this what you're talking about? Just trying to let me know. Rushi. What's up, Sean? Jameson. Logan. Stick. Ryan. Elemental P. Matthew. Julia. What's up? Rudy Poo. Cruel Tales. Good to see y'all in here on a Friday. Early stream. Just, you know, getting out of the way. Dow Jones. History. All-time highs. I'm waiting on Rushi to say something in the chat, you know? So, I mean, yeah, I get it. Certainly an area where there could be a reaction. Yeah. There certainly could be a reaction here, yes. If we... Something that could line up with this is something I did earlier in the Patreon chat or in my charts only is, okay, so I'm anchoring 1 and 2 on the bottom. I don't know why it's off like this. And what, wait, what in the, am I in? How is it not working? Maybe I was in log scale and that's how it worked. Because if you anchor it the way I was anchoring. Okay, so we go to log scale. Let's try that. Yeah, it's log scale, okay? So hear me out. This is just my way of looking at it. It's not really action. I'm not saying take action or anything. I'm just saying, like, if you're looking at it, percentage gains from the bottom to the high now. So anchored 1 and 2, okay, the absolute bottom, we know for a fact. And then my third anchor point to give me a valid parallel channel would be the tip top from that bottom before a major pullback, okay? And if you have it plotted like that, you can see how close or how pretty much we are at like the top threshold of this log scale uptrend. Bottom to the top, right? That's the anchoring. No, don't worry about any of this because you were in the downtrend from the bottom to the highest high. And then you got a really nice touch here in September, and here we are at the top. So you could say in log scale, we are severely overbought at the tip top of this channel. So I just wanted to bring that to y'all. So, you know, 2-day chart, I don't know. So you got your bat pattern there, and then you've got yourself a really, really nice looking channel here. So that would just imply that we are severely overbought right now on Bitcoin. So if a reaction occurred here, it's like you can't be that surprised. We already talked about, we know for a fact Bitcoin is extreme premium, right? It's unbelievable premium, but it's also a momentum driven asset. And the buyers truly are trying to regard $40 to $42,000 as support. And the last time we did that for real, and there was follow through off the back test, $69,000. Bitcoin went up 70% in about 7 weeks. 70% after Bitcoin formally back tested 40 to 42K successfully. So, I mean, anyone concur, refute I constructed the reasoning behind my anchor points. You got to have 3 2 on the bottom, 1 on the top, or 2 on the top, 1 on the bottom. That's the rules for anytime you're using the parallel channel tool. You got to have 3. And the arrows are pointing to the 3, and there are reasons why. Rishi hasn't even said anything. Oh, there he is. He said yes. He said yes. But so again, like that's in linear scale that we have that plotted. This is in log scale. So log scale, it still looks like 886, right? High to low. Yeah, you're still at the 886 there, the reactionary area, of course. I mean, like any pullback here, duh. Bitcoin up 60% in 60 days. That's like 1% a day. Napoleon Dynamite math. It's like an extremely important level. Look, man, look where they are. And I'll just show you, even in log scale here, because we seldom look at Bitcoin in log. You can see it. They are doing everything they can. It's either we've broken out and it's going to be a bullcrap up thrust joke, and the buyers won't be able to hold it, and we have that drawdown, you know, being overbought in log scale, being at that 886, or Bitcoin demand is seriously just far too strong, purchasing power is crashing even more, and it just keeps going. Buyers defend it, and then we go to, you know, 48K, 48.6 in the 50s. So it's a very like hard area to just talk about, like what's coming next, man. Anyone telling you they truly know, they have no idea. And those are the last people you should listen to, the people that say they know. Okay. Because that's not what traditional technical analysis is used for. It's not meant for you know, forecasting and being right and wrong, man. It's just about being able to manage your risk using historical inflection points, and then of course technical indicators that you have to study and you have to memorize and learn for real. So you get it. There's an argument for why this would be a short-term local top, but until buyers fail to defend 40,665, we have an ongoing bullish breakout back test. You see how tough it is? You see there's like contradiction here. We're not at some 886 harmonic type 2 with bullish divergence. We don't have all these variables that are all lining up telling us the probability is higher, we're going up next. We have some things that are telling us we might be going up more next because of this back test and there might be too much demand, but we're also being 886s from previous major discernible highs on daily, 3-day, weekly timescales, and this channel right here. It's beautiful, yeah? BT UTX, so we would call this an equidistant. Pitchfork, I believe, has like Fibonacci inside. Equidistant, right? You have like quadrant, you have 4 different spots. They're all separated by about 25%, yeah? Equidistant, equal distance between. I mean, it's not your bad. I'm just, and it's all like it might be the Pitchfork tool, probably. It's called a fib channel, but this comes from a friend that, it's kind of his thing, and from years ago, kind of like went with it. Larley, he like kind of showed me this, but no, it's great. I don't really use it that much because, like, again, like a fib channel, like, manipulated to be 25, 25, 25, 25. I'm not really I wouldn't be taking trades this way. It's just analysis. It's like the truest form of analysis. And the top of in an uptrend would be overbought and the bottom would be oversold. Oh, we were oversold as F in September all the way into October. Okay, so I've been live now for about an hour 15. Was there any more requests? Because if not, I'm just get out of here. It's kind of dead. Meh. No, we're still just talking about Rishi's request, still kind of. So Yeah, that was it. All right. So you get it, man. We are at a very key battleground area. There's an argument for a reversal to the downside for sure. 88% retrace. Top of a channel and log scale. The bears have an argument. But the buyers also have some sort of argument until the sellers recapture prices below 40,665 with candle closes. That is when the bullish argument kind of collapses for more upside, because this is an actual technical event occurring right now. It's ongoing, a bullish backtest. So when or if the sellers take the price below that level, we no longer have any argument on Bitcoin for why it might be going up short term. That's when, oh yeah, the 886, the top of this, the at the supply line of the log scale channel. So I am cautiously optimistic for a short-term upside to continue if these buyers can keep it up. Keep up what they're doing. You close today, a couple hours like this, and then we get a nice green Saturday candle. Oh man, we need the impulse, right? If they're gonna hold it long enough, eventually you will get, like, if they just keep, you'll eventually get that, and then possibly that. It's hard to really have like so much conviction on it because it's up so much and there's been no meaningful pullback. In fact, there's only been a 23% retrace, the most shallow retrace, and that's it. All right, y'all. Well, thanks for coming out. Appreciate likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. Just pray for the buyers to keep it propped up. Hopefully this maniac, who still owns Bitcoin, hopefully he's got some extra cash to keep buying here. Tell this man.
I'm going to need you to go ahead and come in tomorrow. So if
Saturday.
you could be here around 9, that would be great.
Please, Lumberg, do I have to? That's the most appropriate Tangier right there ever, because it's Friday. Burn the building down. It's the Lestra. It was two advisors. We're going to defend 42K. No, like I literally would be here tomorrow if like what we're talking about, the technical event ongoing, if it's real, then we would get a massive impulse candle upwards, and I will be here live for that on a Saturday. Yes, Lumberg, I'll be here. Okay, so thanks for coming out. Likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between, all appreciated. Join the Discord if you haven't. It is pinned above. You will miss my live streams if you are not in the Discord. So hope you have a great weekend. I hope I see you sooner rather than later too. Hope I have to come in and do my TPS reports with Bitcoin mooning, but we'll see. So until next time, respect, TA.